Talavana, Tadasi, Mandal, Uttar Pradesh, India.
3 kilometers south of Sri Madhuvana is the village of Tadasi. The ancient name of this village is Talavana. South of the village is the Talavana Kunda. On the eastern bank of the Kunda is the Baladvaji Mandira. Apart from that, one can see many palm trees here and a Mahadeva temple amongst others. Here Sri Balarama killed the Dhenuka-demon. How to get there? You can easily go to this place by auto from Vrindavana. I visited this place while returning from Kolkata.
Talavana, Daoji Commander.
His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada explains the beautiful pastime. Sri Krishna, along with his elder brother Balarama, passed the childhood age known as Kamara and stepped into the age of Paganda, from the 6th year up to the 10th. At that time, all the cowherd men conferred and agreed to give those boys who had passed their 5th year charge of the cows in the pasturing ground. Given charge of the cows, Krishna and Balarama traversed Vrindavana, purifying the land with their footprints. Accompanied by the cowherd boys and Balarama, Krishna brought forward the cows and played on his flute through the forest of Vrindavana, which was full of flowers, vegetables, and pasturing grass. The Vrindavana forest was as sanctified as the clear mind of a devotee and was full of bees, flowers and fruits. There were chirping birds and clear water lakes with waters that could relieve one of all fatigues. Sweet-flavored breezes blew always, refreshing the mind and body. Krishna, with his friends and Balarama, entered the forest and, seeing the favorable situation, enjoyed the atmosphere to the fullest extent. Krishna saw all the trees, overloaded with fruits and fresh twigs, coming down to touch the ground as if welcoming him by touching his lotus feet. He was very pleased by the behavior of the trees, fruits and flowers, and he began to smile realizing their desires. Krishna then spoke to his elder brother Balarama as follows: "My dear brother, you are superior to all of us, and your lotus feet are worshipped by the demigods. Just see how these trees, full with fruits, have bent down to worship your lotus feet. It appears that they are trying to get out of the darkness of being obliged to accept the form of trees. Actually, the trees born in the land of Vrindavana are not ordinary living entities. Having held the impersonal point of view in their past lives, they are now put into this stationary condition of life, but now they have the opportunity of seeing you in Vrindavana, and they are praying for further advancement in spiritual life through your personal association. Generally, the trees are living entities in the moods of darkness. The impersonalist philosophers are in that darkness, but they eradicate it by taking full advantage of your presence. I think the drones that are buzzing all around you must have been your devotees in their past lives. They cannot leave your company because no one can be a better, more affectionate master than you. You are the supreme and original personality of Godhead, and the drones are just trying to spread your glories by chanting every moment. I think some of them must be great sages, devotees of your lordship, and they are disguising themselves in the form of drones because they are unable to give up your company even for a moment. My dear brother, you are the supreme worshipable Godhead. Just see how the peacocks in great ecstasy are dancing before you. The deer, whose behavior is just like the gopis, are welcoming you with the same affection. And the cuckoos who are residing in this forest are receiving you with great joy because they consider that your appearance is so auspicious in their home. Even though they are trees and animals, these residents of Vrindavana are glorifying you. They are prepared to welcome you to their best capacity, as is the practice of great souls in receiving another great soul at home. As for the land, it is so pious and fortunate that the footprints of your lotus feet are marking its body. It is quite natural for these Vrindavana inhabitants to thus receive a great personality like you. The herbs, creepers and plants are also so fortunate to touch your lotus feet. And by your touching the twigs with your hands, these small plants are also made glorious. As for the hills and the rivers, they too are now glorious because you are glancing at them. Above all, the damsels of Vraja, the gopis, attracted by your beauty, are the most glorious, because you embrace them with your strong arms. In this way, both Lord Krishna and Balarama began to enjoy the residents of Vrindavana to their full satisfaction, along with the calves and cows on the bank of the Yamuna. In some places both Krishna and Balarama were accompanied by their friends. The boys were singing, imitating the humming sound of the drones and accompanying Krishna and Balarama, who were garlanded with forest flowers. While walking, the boys sometimes imitated the quacking sound of the swans in the lakes, or when they saw the peacocks dancing, they imitated them before Krishna. Krishna also moved his neck, imitating the dancing and making his friends laugh. The cows taken care of by Krishna had different names, and Krishna would call them with love. After hearing Krishna calling, the cows would immediately respond by mooing, and the boys would enjoy this exchange to their heart's content. They would all imitate the sound vibrations made by the different kinds of birds, especially the kikaras, peacocks, cuckoo and their advajas. Sometimes, when they would see the weaker animals fleeing out of fear of the sounds of tigers and lions, the boys, along with Krishna and Balarama, would imitate the animals and run away with them. When they felt some fatigue, they would sit down, and Balarama would put his head on the lap of one of the boys just to take rest, and Krishna would immediately come and begin massaging the legs of Balarama. And sometimes he would take a palm fan and fan the body of Balarama, causing a pleasing breeze to relieve him of his fatigue. Other boys would sometimes dance or sing while Balarama took rest, and sometimes they would wrestle amongst themselves or jump. When the boys were thus engaged, Krishna would immediately join them, and catching their hands, he would enjoy their company and laugh and praise their activities. When Krishna would feel tired and fatigued, he would sometimes take shelter of the root of a big tree, or the lap of a cowherd boy, and lie down. When he would lie down with a boy or a root as his pillow, some of the boys would come and massage his legs, and some would fan his body with a fan made from leaves. Some of the more talented boys would sing in very sweet voices to please him. Thus very soon his fatigue would go away. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, whose legs are tended by the goddess of fortune, shared himself with the cowherd boys as one of them, expanding his internal potency to appear exactly like a village boy. But despite his appearing just like a village boy, there were occasions when he proved himself to be the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sometimes men pose themselves as the Supreme Personality of Godhead and cheat innocent people, but they can only cheat, they cannot exhibit the potency of God. While Krishna was thus engaged in exhibiting his internal potency along with the supermost fortunate friends, there occurred another chance for him to exhibit the superhuman powers of Godhead. His most intimate friends Sritama, Subala and Stoka Krishna began to address Krishna and Balarama with great love and affection thus, "Dear Balarama, you are very powerful, your arms are very strong. Dear Krishna, you are very expert in killing all kinds of disturbing demons. Will you kindly note that just near this place there is a big forest of the name Talavana. This forest is full of palm trees, and all the trees are filled with fruits. Some are falling down, and some of them are very ripe even in the trees. It is a very nice place, but because of a great demon, Dhenuka-demon, it is very difficult to go there. No one can reach the trees to collect the fruits. Dear Krishna and Balarama, this demon is present there in the form of an ass, and he is surrounded by similar demon friends who assume the same shape. All of them are very strong, so it is very difficult to approach this place. Dear brothers, you are the only persons who can kill such demons. Other than you, no one can go there for fear of being killed. Not even animals go there. and no birds are sleeping there, they have all left. One can only appreciate the sweet aroma that is coming from that place. It appears that up until now, no one has tasted the sweet fruits there, either on the tree or on the ground. Dear Krishna, to tell you frankly, we are very attracted by this sweet aroma. Dear Balarama, let us all go there and enjoy these fruits. The aroma of the fruits is now spread everywhere. Don't you smell it from here? When Balarama and Krishna were thus petitioned by their smiling, intimate friends, they were inclined to please them, and they began to proceed towards the forest, surrounded by all their friends. Immediately upon entering the Talavana, Balarama began to yank the trees with his arms, exhibiting the strength of an elephant. Because of this jerking, all the ripe fruits fell down on the ground. Upon hearing the sound of the falling fruits, the demon Dhenuka-demon, who was living there in the form of an ass, began to approach with great force, shaking the whole field so that all the trees began to move as if there were an earthquake. The demon appeared first before Balarama and began to kick his chest with his hind legs. At first, Balarama did not say anything, but the demon with great anger began to kick him again more vehemently. This time Balarama immediately caught hold of the legs of the ass with one hand and, wheeling him around, threw him into the treetops. While he was being wheeled around by Balarama, the demon lost his life. Balarama threw the demon into the biggest palm tree about, and the demon's body was so heavy that the palm tree fell upon other trees, and several fell down. It appeared as if a great hurricane had passed through the forest, and all the trees were falling down, one after another. This exhibition of extraordinary strength is not astonishing because Balarama is the personality of Godhead known as Anantasasanaga, who is holding all the planets on the hoods of his millions of heads. The whole cosmic manifestation is maintained by him exactly as two threads hold the weaving of a cloth. After the demon was thrown into the trees, all the friends and associates of Dhenuka-demon immediately assembled and attacked Balarama and Krishna with great force. They were determined to retaliate and avenge the death of their friend. But Krishna and Balarama began to catch each of the asses by the hind legs and, exactly in the same way, wheel them around. Thus they killed all of them by throwing them into the palm trees. Because of the dead bodies of the asses, there was a panoramic scene. It appeared as if clouds of various colors were assembled in the trees. Hearing of this great incident, the demigods from the higher planets began to shower flowers on Krishna and Balarama and began to beat their drums and offer devotional prayers. A few days after the killing of Dhenuka-demon, people began to come into the Talavana forest to collect the fruits, and animals began to return without fear to feed on the nice grasses grown there. Just by chanting or hearing these transcendental activities and pastimes of the brothers Krishna and Balarama, one can amass pious activities. The previous life of Dhenuka-demon. In a cave on the Gandhamadana mountain the sage Tadasi was meditating. Bali, the son of Virakana, had a son named Sahusaka, who disturbed the sage's meditation by sporting there with thousands of women. The sage cursed him, saying, "O ass-like fool! Go to earth and become an ass there." Hearing the curse, Sahusaka fell at the feet of the sage and begged for redemption. Being pleased with these prayers the sage said, "In the Dvapara age Sri Krishna and Balarama will descend. Then you will be redeemed." This pastime took place when Sri Krishna was 6 years old, in the month of Bhadra, August to September. Previously Sri Krishna granted the boon to Sri Prahlada that, "The members of your dynasty will not be killed by me." Hence Sri Krishna had Dhenuka-demon killed by Sri Balarama.
Palm tree, Talavana. This is this palm tree. As there also. Palm tree.
Whenever I upload new video, I update homepage glories of Holy Dhamma of my website VaticanHindustan.org and also under menu. You can also press the YouTube subscribe button to receive notification. I am thankful to my subscribers and viewers for their support in my small devotional service for Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Sri Sri Gauranga.